Good morning, everybody. Lynn, the leather bag lady. How are you today? This place is upside down. I have not done a video in a couple of days because I've had some unexpected work done to my house. Now, haven't really spoke to you a lot about my house because it's a shambles, which if you're from Britain, you know immediately what that means. And if you're not from Britain, then you know what the word shambles means? That's what my house is like. This house has been mine for, I'm still in my 15th year. It'll be, I'll be starting my 60, it was April 2007, I think I bought this house. So it'll be 15 years next month. Um, I've never lived in that, I've never lived in one place that long my whole life. My family, we moved all the time. My dad was a professional soccer player in the UK, so we moved all over the place. And we moved to Ireland briefly. We then came to Canada. And I've been back and forth to the UK a couple of times and never really laid my hat in any one place. And then my husband and I, my ex-husband and I split. And I knew I didn't want to pay rent. I knew that. My parents, a little old school, they don't believe in paying rent if at all possible, and certainly not condo fees. Hell no. Which I kind of agree with that. But you get what you get, right? So I knew I didn't want to rent and I didn't have any money. I was basically a full-time student at the time. But I found this little shack. There were 3 houses in Hamilton that I could afford. 2 of them had been marijuana grow up houses. So there literally was no drywall. There was no nothing. And there are no handy andies in my family. So those weren't an option. And then I found this little shack, which used to be, I've mentioned this before. If you followed me for a while, you've heard this story before. But my little house used to be the ice house for the farmhouse across the street. Or at least that's the story I've been told. So this little house is 34 by 36 or 24 by 36, something like. It's just a long rectangle box. It's got a flat roof. It's a concrete block construction. And back in the day, it had no windows, a steel door, sawdust on the floor. And this is where the family who owned the homestead, farmstead, whatever, would keep their ice. Over the years, it turned into a tractor shed. You never know, could have even been a cow shed at one time. And then it was a farm worker's cottage, and then it was rented out to a gentleman and his partner for almost 20 years. And then a young gentleman bought it, thinking it was a bit of a Donald Trump, and tripled this guy's rent. And he basically said, well, if you want me to live in a dump, but charge me regular rent, I can go rent somewhere else. And I guess the rent was very low, and the people put up with whatever they put up with to have a low rent. So fast forward, the house goes on sale, and it had been up for sale for 2 years. That's how much of a dump it was. And every sales season, so we're kind of just approaching sales season now, kind of March, April, he would do something to it in the hopes that it would sell. And then again, September, October, the fall selling season, he'd do a little something else and hope that it would sell. Now, I share a lot with another property that's in front of me. And my little house was here first. And then somebody bought the property, and this was an in-law suite. So it's one driveway, but 2 properties, 1 lot, 2 properties. So the people in front had made this guy a ridiculous offer for this house because they wanted, I don't know if they wanted to use it as an in-law suite for themselves or they just wanted to knock it down, whatever the case may be. So they had offered him a stupid amount of money. The house had been up for sale for 2 years, and it looked like the guy was getting ready to take it. And then I come along and offer him a little bit less than he was asking, and they were pissed. Oh my God, I didn't know anything about this. So they were very difficult to share a driveway with. And it was the other neighbors who've been here 50, 60 years who shared with me why they were not pleasant at all. Needless to say, they didn't stay very long. It was sold to a gentleman who owns properties and rents them out. And it's been a rental ever since. And it's been a shit show ever since. One driveway, you can just imagine. But anyway, so along the way, I bought the house and it needed a ton of work. I did the work and I've lived in it for 15 years, but the work I did 15 years ago is starting to need to be redone again. And this chickie doesn't have any money for that. I sell purses for a living. So it's been a very long road. I had some roof damage about 6 years ago, and I've literally had no ceilings in the kitchen anyway for 6 years. And it's been very traumatic. I've had called people multiple times. They either don't show up or they show up. I never get the quote, whatever. And I mean, my girlfriend Christina and her fiance Dave, he is a geothermal heat whatever. But he's one of these guys who can do anything. And Christina came for a visit on Wednesday. And yesterday for 10 hours, Dave was putting up a ceiling in my kitchen. So Wednesday, I didn't get a video done because we were here chatting and talking about whatever. And then yesterday, it's been like, holy shit. I had saved a little bit of money for this project and I told him what I had and it wasn't much. So he said, well, we can get one room done start to finish and maybe we can use whatever is excess, at least get the bathroom started. So it's been like, holy crap. I wasn't ready for it, wasn't prepared for it, but I've got a ceiling. The audio in this house is completely different. Immediately it felt warmer in here. Of course, I've had no ceilings. So it's pretty exciting. Might not be a bad thing because I think I might kind of, start dating my house again because I used to love this little place. It is now a workspace. It's way more of a workspace. See the bag of insulation? That's what's left over and that'll go into the bathroom. But it's a cute little house. I mean, it's a little cottage. It's 840 square feet, I think. But you know what? I own it and it's mine. And nobody can kick me out. Nobody can raise my rent. Nobody can take their house back because they're going to sell it. Nobody can bitch at me because my music's loud well, I guess they could, but you know what I mean? It's cheap. I pay what most people pay for a car payment in this house. I put up with a lot. I mean, I'll turn you around and let you see the next project. Can you see it? That's where I had the roof replaced once. And then I looked up one fine day and noticed there was a wet spot on the ceiling. And that's where the wet spot was. So the original damage was in the kitchen. And then I had the roof redone. And then I looked up, it was around about this time, February, March. I looked up and there was a big wet spot on the ceiling. I'm like, what the hell? And it ended up that the roof company were not knowledgeable in flat roofs and they did it wrong. And oh my God, what a disaster. So this main room will be the last thing because mentally, I don't think I could manage that at the moment. It's been a rough week. Had an awesome conversation with Jules from the trailer. We're all kind of very similar age, kind of 50. Well, except for Christina. She's a baby, Miss 48. Oh, shit. Maybe I shouldn't be giving people's age on the thing. She looks banging for 48. So you know what? Live with it. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I know we're all kind of in the 50 to 55, 56 range. And we're doing that menopause thing. We're kind of trying to figure it out. You know, we're all different symptoms and different this. Plus, it was a crazy full moon this week. I think that had something to do with it. So anyway, that's a stupid long explanation as to why I haven't been on camera for a couple of days. And it's really exciting. And maybe I'll do a video in my kitchen when it's finished and I'll show you. I've got pot lights. I have pot lights. This bitch never thought she would be getting pot lights. Pot lights! And I've got 2 lights that I bought for inside my shower when I first bought the house, because it's very dark when you pull the shower curtain over. They've been in the shed for 15 years. They're going up. They're probably archaic. Dave will take one look at them and go, you know. And I bought a light for the ceiling, and the glass bowl wasn't in the box. So I got to take that back. But I thought I got to get this done, because I don't want my friends thinking I'm hanging from something or somewhere. So let me share some bags with you. So I've got quite a few bags. Let me just get them out. Okay, so let's do the first 3, because I think I've listed 6. So the first one is this really cute backpack. And what I like about this backpack is the straps are cotton. Oh, the light's really nice. It's beautiful outside. Leather bag lady weather report. It's gorgeous. It's cold. I sat out on the deck a couple of days this week, just for 20 minutes, half an hour. But it's too cold. It's sunny. It's beautiful though. So it's an adjustable strap, but they're cotton. So I feel that I'm not a backpack person. This wouldn't be my go-to, but I think it would be a lot more comfortable. It's softer. So there's a pocket on the back, which is lined. It's a short pocket. It only goes to about here. And it has a top handle, nice rolled leather top handle. The flap is raw, very similar to a Roots. And then the interior is all lined. I mean, look at that foam pocket. Like, what's that, 2001, 2002? And then if you want to tie it up as well, you can. So simple, great little backpack. Beautiful soft leather. So that's bag number 1. Bag number 2, I love this bag. Now, this brand is a bit of an anomaly to me. The brand is called santi. It's an Italian brand, but where things go a little wonky for me, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, because there's a serial number, there's an issue number. Like, why? Like, what? I've Googled it. It doesn't come up with anything. The interior, there's a lanyard. There's a very skinny phone pouch, which won't, I mean, there's my finger. Like, you won't fit anything in there. There's a couple of card slots. Is there a zipper? Yeah, there's a zipper here. The interior is just, and then you've got your little thing over here. Now this is vachetta leather, but just look at how unique this is. It's just gorgeous. This is where Value Village put the price tag through. Thank you, Value Village. They either do that or they'll put it where the zipper is. So you have to rip the price tag off to see if the zipper works properly. Then you take it to the cash and you look like you've been changing prices. Value Village, stop doing that. Beautiful base, feet, like a few little scratches on the feet, but there is some, I mean, this vachetta leather, it does show, there's some little water marks, whatever. I mean, it's starting to patina. You can adjust the strap. It's one of these How do you adjust the strap? How do you... I don't know how you would adjust that strap because this doesn't come apart. Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that. I wouldn't adjust it anyway. It's very much a shoulder bag. You wouldn't, I mean, it's ridiculous crossbody, but it's a beautiful, I mean, spring, summer is coming. Spring and summer is coming. I'm just looking. I got some notes from the videos that I watched about what's coming up. So, because I always forget what I want to talk to you about. So this, I mean, I'm 15 minutes in already, so I know it's stupid long, but you know me. And then the third is this kind of funky, it's a distressed leather, some nice saddle stitch here that is a slip pouch. It's got kind of a funky strap setup. You know, it doesn't move or anything, but the idea is that it's threaded through. There is a little bit of wear in the corners, but I mean, it's not noticeable because the whole bag has a very distressed look. Interior, again, one of those crazy little pouches. It's by a company called Prune. Zipper here, zipper across the top. It's an Argentinian company. But, like, how unique is that? Now, Hobo Bags are back. So that's one of the trends for 2020, well, not 2021 anymore, just 21. So this is kind of a hobo-esque shape. And just a kind of a unique color, unique distressed finish. It's there is a, you know, there are a few little marks on it. Yeah, probably make some more effort to get that out now that I have some new products in my arsenal to deal with that. So that's the first 3 bags. Now I'm going to run through the second 3 bags because I have been able to list every day. I just haven't had the chance to do a video. So let me grab those quickly because they're awesome. My favorites out of the 6. So now Dave is supposed to be coming back today, I think, but I haven't heard anything from them yet. So anyway, this is a 70s kind of raw leather, long handle shoulder bag. It's a double handle, so it's not really intended to be crossbody. So this little bag has a lot of wear to it, and I love the color. I love the color. The leather is soft, but you can see where it's faded over the years. But you know what? It's closed. You can't even see it. There's a couple, this is an actual blemish in the leather. But the color, oh my goodness me, it's like caramel. And this color is very in this season. Very, very in this caramel kind of natural color. So again, this is why, you know, there is some lightning here. You know, so the bag's not, I mean, it's priced accordingly. It's got some compartments inside. Zipper over here. Of course, no phone things, but it does have a zipper across the top as well as this guy here. So you can zip it across because I know you ladies like that. So that's the first of the second group of bags. Now, this is where it gets kind of fun. Now, this bag is lambskin. Feel-o-vision is extremely necessary here. It is so soft. It's a simple, again, kind of that hobo style. Now, this bag has got some signs of, I don't think it's color transfer. I think it's just the leather is so delicate that it's just, you know, from being handled. And I'm going to suggest this is a 90s bag. It's by Modlin. It's a UK brand. Little high end. There's a zipper there. And you've got a couple of pouches. Again, you know, the silly little phone pouch. Fits glasses perfectly. Is it the same on the front and the back? Yeah, so, but there is, like there's a little area here where there's a blemish, and then there's one, I don't know, somebody had a little piece of tape stuck to the bag. But I don't really care. I'm not mad at it at all. It's in trend. It's that hobo slouchy style. The quality of the leather is unbelievable. And you know what? Who cares if it's got a little bit? It's so slouchy that you really don't notice it. I wouldn't be surprised if the hardware isn't brass as well. I was watching Vintage Coach Collector, a little video this morning, and she was comparing a Michael Kors bag to a vintage Coach bag. And I mean, you know what? She's educated me so much on being steadfast in my opinions about vintage. Just with the Coach and the Roots, though, I still kind of stick to my guns with the Louis Vuittons and the real kind of super, what do you call them? You know, the elite brands or whatever. And because she compared the price with the Michael Kors. I can't remember what you should go check it out. It's just a 2-minute video. I know my videos are way too long and probably people don't watch them to the end. But you know what? I like long videos. I like having it on in the background, and I don't I mean, I know you have to watch if you want to see the bags, but if you don't mind me rambling, maybe I say something funny every now and again. You just have me in the background. I mean, it's either that or, I don't know, the radio, I think. So anyway, so that's bag number 2 of the second 3. Now this is my favorite. The next one is my favorite. Check this out. Isn't that gorgeous? Chocolate brown suede, leather patches in the corner. There is a little bit of lightning in the corners. Not really that side, just that side. There's this little leather disc in the middle. Now, I've never heard of this. Bags GFE. Original Bags GFE. I've Googled them. I can't really find anything out about it. But look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? And it's the old kind of doctor style. Opens right up. Funky interior. I've put this as a 70s bag. And just the suede and the funky interior is what screams that to me. And I mean, nobody has any guarantees about the ages of these things. I mean, every movie I watch, every TV show I watch, I mean, Bruce says that to me. He goes, the first thing you do whenever you see something is like, oh, look at her bag. Because I'm constantly, Lisa, my customer who lives in England, my friend who lives in England, she is looking for a specific clutch, and she sent me a picture of it. And I must say, I do that. I watch period pieces specifically. That's why I rewatched the whole Sex and the City series, because I wanted to see, you know, how accurate I was with bags from the late 90s, early 2000s, with these little shoulder bags coming back into style. So, you know, this is just the suede, and the diamond pattern is very 70s, and the interior very 70s. But this bag is gorgeous. It's just a top handle, so you know, there's no strap. I mean, you could MacGyver something, I'm sure, if you wanted to put a strap on it. I love suede. I don't know what it is about suede. I don't sell a lot of suede at all, but I've got some beautiful suede bags, and I'm actually going to start using them because there's no point in them sitting around if I don't. It does eelskin and suede. Lisa just bought the one of an eelskin bag from me, so some people do appreciate that, but this is my favorite. It's gorgeous. So that's 6 bags. So that's a lot of information for you, and just so I talked to you about the chains. I talked to you about the slouch. Slouch is in this season. Fringes are back. I don't know. I'm not a big fringe. I just find they get in the way. But fringes are back if that's your thing. The micro bags, we've talked about that many times. Hobo bags, we've talked about that today. And just as an end note, shoulder pads are back. Shoulder pads are back. I'm not sure how mad I am at that. I have no shoulders. Like literally maybe 3 inches. You try keeping a bra strap up on that. It's ridiculous. In the summer, it's not so bad because I'm clammy and sweaty and it seems to kind of keep it up anyway. But yeah, shoulder pads. So that's me for today, folks. It's been way too long a video. It's Friday. Happy Friday. My mom's calling me right now, so I'm just going to decline my mom. Sorry, Mom. I'll call you back in a minute. And yeah, happy Friday. Have a great weekend. I don't think the weather's going to be particularly great over the weekend, but on Monday, it's going to be 9, 10, 11 degrees. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Have a great rest of the day. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you on Monday. And hopefully I will be hosting my YouTube video in my new kitchen. Well, just the ceiling's new, but hey, I'll take it. Bye, everybody.